Alright, Zombie Freak 21 here, and I want to discuss on, you could say, my plant-based diet and why I'm a vegetarian. So, you could say it kind of started when I was around a kid because, of course, back then, I didn't like, for one, I never liked dairy milk. At least not by itself, unless I'm mixing it with cereal or making chocolate milk. Because I only drink chocolate milk. And, um, And also, I never liked hot dogs because, of course, for some reason, they always made me sick to my stomach. But let me go into what really started. It kind of started right around, you could say, from spring to the summer of '07 when I was 18 at the time. I've been doing research on the meat industry because I never knew the details in the background of what they actually treat the animals. But before I get into that, let me go into my transition on being a vegetarian. Now, at first I did start as a vegan, but had to give it up for a while because, for one, it made me extremely tired. But of course, the real reason for it was because I wasn't getting enough nutrients. And let's face it, vegan diets can be super expensive. If you get what I'm saying, considering because of course I haven't been to Whole Foods in almost 2 years. But that's beside the point. I um I kind of became a vegetarian due to health reasons. And of course it worked so far because I did manage to lose some weight off of the diet. But I kind of go into further on about the factory farming. And it's kind of disturbing, especially how chickens are treated. And from doing research, they do say that eating chicken is actually the most dangerous meat besides pork and beef combined, considering they're injecting the chickens with antibiotics. So I pretty much went from being a temporary vegetarian to be a permanently full-fledged, and I've been that way for about 4 years. And there are these, and you do have the option of, let's say this, you do have a option of, okay, let me start over with this. Now, to those of you, I'm not trying to, of course, shove down your throats on why you should be a vegetarian, etc. But if you don't want to those of you who don't have no intentions of becoming a vegetarian, which is fine, at least don't support the factory farming because, of course, they're pretty much a dirty business. And if you want to consume meat, fresh meat, you're better off getting the meat from the from actual from the family farms, from family farming, because at least when they make the meat, they don't do all that crucial stuff to the animals, and not to mention they don't add them unnecessary antibiotics. So you could say if you want to get that kind of stuff, you're better off going to an all-natural food store such as Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Now now, even though I'm a vegetarian, I still don't drink milk because, as I said, I never liked dairy milk. I mostly drink Silk soy milk and their new almond milk, which is the vanilla flavor, and it is so good. You have to try it, whether you're whether you're a dairy eater or not. But especially their chocolate soy milk, it kind of tastes like the real thing. And now I'm slowly returning into veganism because so far I've also, besides the milk, I've also cut off eggs. which of course what kind of keeps me from going back to my old ways is if of course I'm constantly keeping watching the factory farms on what they do to the eggs and what they do to the especially what they do to the male chicks. But I don't want to go into that because it's a bit heartbreaking. To those of you, if you want to learn about certain animal rights organization, go to Animal Sanctuary Farm because they're very reasonable, and unlike PETA, their main focus of course is to rescue animals from factory farming and not do all the bullshit as in harassing folks and shoving down their throats on why me is murder and all that crap. And also, if you want to learn more into why I became a vegetarian, watch the documentary called Earthlings. It's a good film, but again, it's heartbreaking. But it pretty much goes into the more detail on factory farming and dogs being used as dog fighting, etc. I will post the link. I'll post the link below on my description channel. But don't watch. But otherwise, do not watch Ingrid Newkirk's what's that documentary called? I Am an Animal. Because trust me, it's just a waste of time. And as again, her statements are over the top, and she has no idea what the hell she's talking about. So these are my reasons on. Oh, before I go, in case you're wondering, if you ever come across with becoming a vegetarian, if you on a tight budget, at least buy lots and lots of beans, because trust me, you're gonna have to eat excessive amount of beans in order to consume the protein. Trust me, it works. It pretty much works for me, considering as a broke college kid like myself, who's making an everyday living on a meat-free diet. Well, that's it. I'm Zombie Freak 21, and I'll see you next time.